As the great leader of the cat army, I've expected many things. One thing I definitely didn't expect, though, was the fact that my two previous LEGO Battle Cats videos each now have 1 like. I didn't even expect them to have more than 10 views, and they both do. My first one has 23 for crying out. I'm impressed. So, welcome back, guys. Here I am with the 3rd tutorial. So, I thought for this one, I would try and be a little more specific and helpful. I thought I would do the cats that you start with when you get a new game. I thought we would do those ones, just to make it more convenient. And I thought for number 4, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be number 4, from how much you guys seem to like the first two, you might like this 3rd one really well. If you want, you can put in the comments number 3 which ones you want in number 4. I might be able to do it, I might not, depending on what cats I have. I mean, I still have quite a lot that I haven't gone through. There's still the cat. There's still my custom Ender cat. There's the Lego Game Warrior one, as you saw in the intro. There's the Metal Hypo, Dark Cat. You get the idea. There even are some other non-Battle Cats builds I can show, like how I made this little Lego Kirby. That's supposed to be from the Team Clash Deluxe. Let's see, I also have Archer. You get the idea. I have a lot of cats. Battle Cats characters out of Lego. So, basically, yeah. Whichever ones I don't do this episode, you can kind of put in the comments which ones you want to see in the next one. If you want me to do a next one. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys. You are the viewers, after all. Besides, this seems to be doing better than anything else I've tried experiment-wise. So anyways, let's begin. So, right off the bat, we already did the basic cat. We already did you, so we're not going to do that again. So, we're going to do the gross cat, which is the next unit you unlock. So, for the gross cat, you're going to need 2 of the white earpieces, 2 white eyes with black irises. Most times the irises are going to be black. There are a couple exceptions I can think of, but not right off the top of my head. Actually, no, that's not true. I can think of one right off the top of my head. He's right here. The dark cat. Okay. You're going to need either 1 1x1x1 flat or a 1x2x1 flat with no bumps. So either like one piece where it's the 2 of these connected or the 2 of these separate. Doesn't matter because it's just going on this 1x1x1. Sorry, 1x1. Sorry, that 1x2. The only 1x2. And then you're just going to need 3 2x2s. 2, 3. And then you're also going to need my shadow formula. Now, if you don't remember any of my formulas for building Lego Battle Cats, that's okay. You can just go back to my first video and I'll show you how to remake those shadows. I probably will put a cue card up, right here. Alrighty, back to the build. The other thing you'll also need is 4 light gray studs. I just had to move those guys back for room's sake. And you're going to need a 2x2 flat with bumps, as I call it. So what you want to do is you want to put the studs on first. The studs almost always go on first, because usually that's the feet. Then one thing I find that helps is doing the flat lump piece, the 2x2, this one, on top, as the support so the studs don't stick to any other piece. And then, for this tank, you just want to stack these bricks, and then it's kind of like reverting to the cat formula. Back piece, eyes, make sure the ears are on top of the eyes, and the slant part is in the center, and then you just do the remaining pieces to cover the back bumps. Ta-da! Your tank is done. If you start a new game, he can join your basic cat. But that's not all. Because of the basic units, there are others too. Like, if you... Oh, where's it? Alright. The Axe Cat! He's another unit that you start off free, if you remember correctly. Because he's the third character you get, and the first 4 characters you get are free. Characters after that will either cost XP or cat food or clearing some special mission. You get the idea. Alrighty, so I'll move the 2 of you back with the others. For the Axe Cat, what you're going to need is one axe. It doesn't matter what kind. I prefer using these big ones because the way you can adjust how it's on, and I find certain angles make it look really cool. Like that. That looks really cool. Anyways, one axe. And now with the ears, what you're going to need is you're going to need one that's light gray and one that's white. Because if you remember correctly, one of them is actually covered in metal. You're also going to need the same with these 1x1 flats. Unlike the tank where you can just, if you want, swap it out for a 1x2 no stud flat, you actually need these 1x1 no studs. Because they're different colors. And I'll show you why when I put it together. You're going to need this white grip piece to attach the axe to. You're going to need only one eye socket. Because remember, in the game, the other eyes has a tiny X, which I couldn't really replicate. Because the reason why, I probably didn't explain this in the past video, the reason why I did my characters the way I did, because the problem was I was trying to also make them to size, sort of. Like, my best to make them to size, where the Battle Cat was half the basic Battle Cat. I went off that to start. Make sure it's like roughly 2/3 the height of a basic character, which I used my Eidolon character, Roam the Brave, to do that. And then I based the rest off the basic cat. Okay, you're also going to need 2 1x1x1s, light gray with studs, and then 1 1x1x1 white with stud. You're also going to need a 1x1 with the side stud. Only one side stud, though. This is where you're going to attach the axe. You're going to need a regular 1x1 light gray. And then you're basically just going to need the 2x2 with bumps. Give me a second. The Shadow Formula platform. And the 4 gray studs. Light gray studs. Yeah. So, to put it back together, or to put Blade as I call him back together, as normal with most of my cats, unless it's too big or too awkward, I try make sure the 4 studs are in the center. Then you want the 2x2 flat piece on top. Now, you're going to want to be careful because I screwed this up the first time build them until I played the game and realized I did screw it up. You're going to want to make sure that the right half is the metal half. When last time I did it so the left half was metal. So what you're going to want is you're going to want to make sure you don't screw up by putting the eye socket on the front left side, like so. And then you're also going to want the 1x1 piece there. The 1x1 with the side stud. Then you're going to put the clip. Make sure the clip is angled sideways like this. So it can easily, when you attach the axe, which I'm going to do last, so that way it doesn't get in our way. It'll look nice. Now you attach the ear that matches the color. And you attach the white 1x1x1 without a stud. Alrighty. We're halfway there. So, now at the far right, you're going to put the gray 1 by 1, and then the 1 by 1 by 1 without a stud on top. Now, there's one last thing you need to do. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to stack these the remaining gray 1 by 1 by 1s, and you're going to put this remaining white 1 by 1 here. The reason why I did that instead of using another piece is because one thing Draco pointed out is it almost gives it an effect. You can kind of tell it gives it that, almost like that metal slant effect, where the metal seems to rise up slightly. And then you just add on the last ear. And the axe, of course. Ta-da! One thing I find that helps with this cat is, with the axe, one thing I find that helps is making sure that the butt is in line with the last stud. If it's too far or too close from that last stud, then it won't look as good positioned. And then the nice thing to make them look nice is you just gotta tilt them at the right angle so you don't see that back part. Boom! You have Ox Cat. He can join the basic cats. Let's see, how long has this been running for? 11 minutes and 96. Okay, we got time. I will now do the fourth and final cat you get for free at the start of the game. Gross Cat! As he whacks that damn hypo. Whack. Don't worry, my hypos are built pretty tough. If you don't have the hypo, I recommend going back to the first video, because that's where I built the hypo and the basic cat, if you're missing those. Yeah. Oops. We're going to be building the gross, so I don't want to get rid of you. My bad. Alright, I'll roll you back. So, now we're building the tank. And the tank is very different. Very difficult to do. The tank, it actually took me quite a while to figure out, but is actually pretty easy as long as you are very careful. So what you're going to need is just give me a second. Alright. You're going to need 4 white cylinders. You're going to need 4 cylinders with curved tops. White. Make sure they're white. You're going to need that shadow formula. You're also going to need 4 light gray bow staffs. You're also going to need 2 of the white cat ears, 2 white eyes with black irises, that 1 by 2 nose stud I was talking about with the tank, the 1 by 2, and the 2 by 2 flat with studs. So, one thing I find that's slightly helpful with this one's a little trickier. Because you have to do the legs right, otherwise it won't attach properly. So what I do is I would take the shadow, put the edged cylinders on right away. Make sure you push them down real good so that they don't come off and cause problems. Then, I put the bow staffs in, but I want to make sure they're facing down, so that they can go all the way in. Ooh, see, that right there was me not pushing down hard enough. It moved a little bit. Alright. So once you're done, it should look like this, like some sort of cannon, which is good. Next, you're going to want to take this piece, the 2x2 flat with studs, and put the cylinders on the bottom of it. it should also look like some sort of cannon. Now, I know you're probably thinking, why don't I put this on right away? No. You want to build the rest on top of this before you put on. Because if you push this on here too hard, I found it pops apart. You want to ease it on. Otherwise, these cylinders will pop off and it'll be a pain in the butt to put back on. This is the best I could come up with, though, sadly. And it looks cool, but it's kind of hard to use. It's not sturdy like the Hypo or anything. Oops, I did a step without explaining. Anyways, you want to now basically go off the basic cat formula. The 2x2 in the back. Sorry, 1x2 in the back. Eyes. Then the cat ears on the front. Make sure they're facing in towards the center. And then the back, 1x2. And then you just want to gently push it on top. You hear that click? That means it worked. Now you just want to push the cylinders in to make sure they don't come off. Gently push the bottom shadow in. And then once it's all secure, you're all good. And then it can join your cat army along with your other basic units. Yeah. Let's see, we're 16 minutes in. I guess I can do the Ninja Cat. Why not? Because after all, you do unlock him after beating... I think after beating Japan, you unlock him. But you have to purchase him, but whatever. I'll still try to make him. Whatcha? Oh. Yeah, one thing to take note about... I'm going to go back to gross quickly. One thing to take note is that the gross formula I find is very helpful if you're building... like, for example, if you want to build something a tall and lanky cat, like the Ender Cat, I use the same formula, leg formula. Yeah. The other thing I thought I'd maybe quickly show while I'm back on this tank, is you want to see how, if you look right here, you can kind of see how I set it up. So if you look from this angle, you don't see anything. But if you look from this angle, you can see there's the grace bars, the bow staffs, if you will. The trick is that when I attach them, you want to make sure that they're in, but not all the way through, so that the head can pop on. Hence why one thing I find that helps is pushing down, not just on the head, but on the little cylinders too. And then pushing the head down gently, just not to over push it where the head pops off. Yeah. I just wanted to point that out too. Alright, we'll put the gross away. Alright. I just realized there was someone hiding amongst my cats. It wasn't a cat. Okay. Anyways. So, now we have the ninja. I will quickly show you how to put him together. He's unlike most of my cats because he's almost no white except for the eyes. Which kind of made him an easy build, actually. For me, anyway, because I started to run low on white when I did all my cats. Hence, kind of why he was a last easy to do. One unique piece that you're probably going to need, though, that you might not have exactly, is a silver katana. But I don't really care. You can kind of use any katana. That was just the one I found. As long as he has one. And that's the trick. Alright, so... Oops. I just realized I took off the eyes. Okay, so you're going to need the two white eyes with the black irises, which are going to be the only white thing in this entire build, as I mentioned, which is going to be kind of strange. Alrighty, you're also going to need... Just give me a second. Oh. You're also going to need my good old shadow formula. As you can kind of notice, there's no bumps on the bottom of this. That's because I'm running out of those bumps. I gotta find more when I'm not recording. Anyways, you're also going to need two dark gray of these slants. The cat slant ears, as I call them. You're also going to need the iconic feet, which is the gray, light gray studs. You're going to need 4 of them. You're going to need the 2x2 with bumps, flat. You're going to need the 1x1 with the side bump. You gotta make sure the 1x1 side bump's dark gray like the bottom two. Don't mix them up for light gray. You're going to need a light gray of these, I think I called them clip pieces. I'm not sure what they're called, 1x2x1 clip pieces. You're also going to need a dark gray vent, 1x2 vent piece. Draco corrected me this after my second video. These are 1x2 vent pieces. You're also going to need a 1x1 dark gray clip, a 1x1 dark gray, and a 1x2x1 light gray. Anyways, so, now we'll begin. What you're going to do is you're going to pop the feet on. Like so. As with most cats, I thought I'd maybe show you an example where the feet isn't required for the center. One example is with the fast food cat, because as you can tell, his giant box would make his platform super awkward, so his feet need to be at the back. Another example is with Archer Cat. I made his proportions really bulky, so he has to sort of go in the back center. He can't go in the dead center. Same with Tank, because I made it so that, sorry, not Tank, Wall Cat, because I made it so that his feet are on the edges. Yeah, I thought those would be quick examples as to when cat feet can't go in the center, those light gray studs. Anyways, now you're going to need the dark gray 2x2 on top. Now to make sure you know where the front is, you want the eyes on immediately, just so you don't mix it up. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want the 1x1 with the side bump on the right. But I'll do that last because I'll show you some cool tricks with it. So you're going to want the other 1x1 that doesn't have the side bump on the left. Then you're going to want this piece, which is the light gray side clip, I think I called it. Oh my god, my brain isn't working. Like that. And it kind of looks like some sort of bandit. We're not done though. Now you're going to want the cat ears. And the reason why I said I was planning to show you a cool trick is because one thing I have felt that was really cool with this cat is you can kind of put the katana anywhere because he moves it really fast and it won't matter. So here, I am going to put the katana together to show you. So basically the katana is where you attach the side stud to the clip and the clip to the katana and make sure that the katana is the blade is facing down. Because one cool thing I realized is that, wait a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, that seems right, never mind. For a second I was like, was this supposed to be on the left side? Anyway, so, the cool thing you can do is you can put it so that it's backwards, like this, so that he has it strapped to his back, but you also could put it, hold on, come off, like this, as if he's running with it, anime style. You also could put it so that the sword blade is down as if he's in combat, kind of like Axe Cat, like this. There are many different ways you can position it. I find it's kind of, I prefer to position it so that it's strapped to his back, because I sometimes don't have my cats in combat. I sometimes just have them to look cool in their kind of village I've been working on in the background. This runway and the little shack Bowser's in is part of it. I'll show that in another video. Anyway, so once you position the arm the way you like it, you just put the light gray 1x2x1 and then the 1x2 dark gray vent on top. Boom! You're done your ninja cat. Now you can run swiftly across the battlefield with all your other cats. Oops! Sorry about that. That was my bad. Good grief. A little clumsy. Oh, actually, I was going to pick up the flyers. So yeah, now we have made 15 different cats. Or I have, and you guys too if you actually follow it. I have no idea. For all I know, you're just watching this to entertain your siblings, which I'm fine with too. Anyways, yeah. So now we've made 15 different cats. So, if you really like this, one thing I recommend is putting down the comment what you want to see next time. And that's all. I was tempted to say like and subscribe, but I noticed that's an annoying YouTuber thing a lot of YouTubers say, so I'm not going to say that. You can choose to, but I'm not going to say that in most of my videos, so yeah. If you really enjoy this, just let me know what you want me to do in the next one, and if you want me to do next one. Anyways, I hope you guys have fun watching this video, and have fun playing with your 15 new Battle Cats figures. New figures. Thanks! Bye! No, wait, I did that wrong. Bye! Hehehehe.